What is up, everybody? It's Revv time. Today I wanted to talk about my tilt overdrive within the parameters of what it's capable of doing besides just a smooth overdrive. And that is a characteristic of this pedal, and it's something it's quite capable of doing, is just that really kind of smooth overdrive thing. But it's also capable of sounding a lot more crunchy or dare I say, angry, if you will. So I just thought, like right now I've got it dialed for kind of a smooth thing. It's got like a really great feel, and it's good for kind of the legato stuff. Feels great for that. It's capable of doing that. You can add boost to that. So, okay, I've established that, it can do the clean kind of saturated, or I shouldn't say clean, but the smooth kind of saturated overdrive thing. Let's see if I can dial it up more to do more of just kind of more angry amp thing. So we'll start over here on the overdrive side. I'm going to turn the gain down. Now on this pedal, when you turn the volume up a bit, about right there, you can already hear it's a little bit more aggressive sounding, right? Keep the gain down. I'm going to go ahead and add more treble. Now it's getting quite a bit more kind of crunchy. Still pretty expressive, cleans up a bunch. Now, instead of turning up the gain, I'm going to utilize the boost side of it to get a little bit more overdrive, but once again, kind of more crunchy and a little bit more of that kind of that vintage Marshall angry. So there, right away, I can tell it just needs more top end. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the tilt to the left, which is going to give me more top, cut some lows, and maybe bring out some mids. Now, in this case, I had it in the full cut on the bass. That tight switch, I feel like I can actually add that back in maybe. And that sounds pretty good. And I'll show you another trick too, but we can keep adding more gain now, or I should say boost. Now, if I want that to be a little more kind of mid-centric, I can go ahead and utilize that tight switch. It's going to cut some lows and bring out more mids. case I want like maybe a thicker low, because we're using both sides of the pedals, I can go ahead and maybe roll the bass up on the drive side of the pedal. So you can hear right away, I was able to go from, you know, a super smooth, almost, you know, legato style overdrive to a much more kind of angrier, more crunchy, more aggressive sound just by utilizing both sides of the pedal. And that, once again, comes in really, really handy for me on a session where my starting point is this thing, you know, clean tone. But I can go from that to this right away. And if I feel like, oh, you know, I'd like to tailor that low end a bit, maybe have it in the center and roll the lows out over here. And even between the treble and the tilt, if I want to tailor that a little bit more, turn the treble down maybe move the tilt over. Now it's a little softer in that upper mid, or I should say highs, but there's more of a mid, or I should say it's softer in the highs, but there's a little bit more of a mid bark now. And once again, I can make that, I can just throw the switch and make it even more focused. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick kind of rundown of how I dial this pedal to do all kinds of different things. And of course you can utilize one side or the other and just use the one side to embellish the other, but at the same time, using both of these sides together allows you to really custom tailor all kinds of different styles of overdrive, whether it's a little more angry and crunchy or crazy smooth. You can change that top end and low end characteristic. You can bring out mids just by, you know, throwing that tight switch and moving that tilt EQ around. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below, especially if you've already got one of these, what you've been doing with it. I would love to check out how you guys are dialing these, because there's been so many demos of them, of this pedal, and it's been really exciting for me to just watch how all these cats interpret the pedal and dial it in to get their sounds. And I would love to hear, or at least see in the comments below, you know, those of you that have this pedal, you know, how you've been dialing it and what you've been using it for. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.